Donald Trump is back in the headlines. This time it's an explosive NBC interview causing a stir. The biggest question, a potential 2028 run. Trump, 2028 hats are already on sale. But when pressed, Trump claims he's not running. Is this a classic Trump head fake? One thing's for sure, he loves keeping us guessing. Trump thrives on chaos and attention. This interview was no different. Denying a 2028 run while profiting from the merchandise? It's a move straight out of the Trump playbook. He controls the narrative, even if that narrative is contradictory. And the media? We can't help but cover it. The 22nd Amendment limits presidents to 2 terms, but Trump is a master of bending rules. He floated the idea of pardoning himself. He's waged war on term limits before. Is he seriously considering a 3rd run? Or is this just about keeping his name in the headlines? Only time will tell. Trump's stance on the Constitution? Let's just say it's flexible. When questioned about his administration's deportation tactics, he seemed unsure about the whole due process thing. I don't know, he shrugged, as if the Constitution were some obscure IKEA instruction manual. The case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia is a prime example. Deportation ordered, judge's order blocking it, Trump's administration ignored both. This disregard for legal processes, for the very foundation of American law, is deeply concerning. Trump's justification? Too many trials, too much hassle. Apparently upholding the Constitution is just too inconvenient. He seems to view it as a suggestion box, not the bedrock of American democracy, and that, folks, is terrifying. The economy under Trump? A wild ride, much like his presidency. When things are good, he's quick to take credit. Stock market soaring? All Trump, baby. But when the GDP takes a dip? Blame Biden, obviously. Here's the thing. Economies are complex. Attributing every fluctuation to one person is simplistic and misleading, but Trump's never been one for nuance. He paints in broad strokes, with himself always the hero, his opponents the villains. This simplistic narrative resonates with his base. They see a strong man fighting against a rigged system, facts and complexities. They get lost in the noise. And Trump, the master showman, knows this all too well. Tariffs. The word alone can make your eyes glaze over. But Trump, in his infinite wisdom, found a way to make them relatable. How? Dolls. Yes, dolls. His argument? Tariffs are like telling kids they can only have a few dolls. It's about tough love, about making America strong again. Never mind the actual impact on families struggling with rising costs. This, my friends, is classic Trump deflection. He takes a complex issue, simplifies it to the point of absurdity, and then uses a folksy anecdote to distract from the real consequences. And it works. He controls the conversation, even if that conversation is about dolls and tariffs. This interview was a masterclass in Trumpian chaos. Contradictions, ambiguity, blame shifting. It's a strategy designed to shock, confuse, and ultimately dominate the news cycle. And, as always, it worked.